Well, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Nation 01, and welcome to the WFO Racing Network tonight. We have got the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Phoenix Raceway. Chase race number 4, right, Macaulay?
Yep, chase race number 4.
So chase race number 4 is what we got in front of you tonight, and that's out of 5. And you could probably see that in the description. So chase race number 4, 5. Which means that we have some drivers that are really competing to get into that final round, don't we, Macaulay?
We do.
And I think, 8 of them are going to get there?
Yep, 8 will make the final round.
And I said I was going to add this bracket, so we're in round 2 right now, and tonight's going to be the final race of round 2. And you can see that we got Gann, Justin Gann in the 30, Michael Atkins Jr., we got Elliott, Rominger, May. Gary May, the gentleman's still in it. We got Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger. We got Nick Hunt in the 00. We got Stephen Ayers Jr., Todd Cray, John Wimbish, Jonathan Cogswell, and, of course, that 5-car Chad Osborne. So that is your drivers that are in this round. And 8 of them, that's 12 of them, and 4 of those are going to be eliminated tonight, Macaulay.
Yep. The other ones below that line right now are David Elliott, Jonathan Cogswell, Todd Cray, and Chad Osborne. They're the ones below the line right now.
Yeah, and you see that Ayers is in the race, but I just seen maybe Chad Osborne connected too. Nation wants to know why he's got to be separate, because we don't really consider him human no more after all the alien activity, do we?
No, we don't.
Think about that, Macaulay. Been a lot of alien activity, Nation, so that's why you're separated. All right, so on that 29 car, Mike Rominger, but do we need to talk about the top of the leaderboard right now, Macaulay?
Nope, it's the same as last couple weeks, actually.
Same as last week for sure. He took her from the top of the board last week to victory lane, didn't
he? Yes, he did. Domination.
Dominated last week. Going to try to do it again this week, but I'll tell you, the only 2 guys that have won out of the first 3 chase races we've completed are your top 2 cars right now.
That's scary.
That 30 car, Justin Gann, coming off pit road right now is second on the board. So you see Gann going through the gears right here, getting it up to speed. We are at Phoenix. Open dog leg here.
Yep.
So you'll see them use that. And some of those guys will pull her right down on there. That gets interesting when you got green flag pit stops, Macaulay.
It does.
Yeah, because they exit pit road right there. But Gann's running a little bit higher line, and there he goes, diving it right down to the bottom.
That definitely unsettles the car, too, when you do that.
He was all the way down there. Yeah, and we've seen this car last week getting really, really loose, so it's going to be interesting to see how this car handles for him this week here at Phoenix, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Somebody wrecked it.
I heard it.
I heard it, didn't see it.
Nope, it was Tommy Haynes, and Gann just got into him.
Gann got into him, so now we've seen the 17 car, and we might even switch to that car and back her up, do an instant replay here. Oh, it looked like he had a little help, Macaulay. Let's check it again. So he might have had a little help getting around here in practice.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes, head on into the outside wall, and that's going to pop his motor and everything, Macaulay. And then Gary May, he barely slipped by, and Gann nowhere to go. Is going to run into the back of him, so that's your action in practice. But how about the Fire and Ice car right up front?
He's used to that.
Well, Grumpy don't know how many we're going to have after last week, but he's going to try to rally him up. We were messing with him, Macaulay.
We were having fun last week.
Yeah. I think we might have made some of them mad, might have hurt a few feelings there, Macaulay. We do apologize if anybody took us the wrong way. We were certainly having fun.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's all we were doing.
Osborne may or may not be connected right now, Macaulay, but I certainly don't see him lit up or on the track. So another one of those chase drivers I don't see is the 22 car of Todd Cray. And
yeah, or David Elliott.
Or David Elliott, you're right. And Elliott, that 42 was really dominant coming into the chase, Macaulay.
Yeah, he was.
We seen it, and he had consistent finishes to start the chase, so pissed a few off, Grumpy said. Well, Talios is good. He's in here. We'll have to remember that, Macaulay.
We will.
We got to be nicer. We'll give Grumpy a wrench. That'll make everything better.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Grumpy. And Talio says, damn right, he's here. That's the kind of support right there for your driver, for the broadcast, right, Macaulay? Everything.
Oh, yeah.
All of it, just wadded together. We enjoyed chatting with you guys. Me and Macaulay got carried away last week with the timeout button, and we were timing out the porn bots and other people over melons just messing around, and apparently we can't mess with everybody like that. We give you the wrench, Grumpy.
You have power.
You have power now. You can get rid of the porn bots or anything.
Or Nation.
Or Nation.
He can't get rid of me. He can't get rid of Nation.
Too. That allows Grumpy to police his own people. No, you can police all of them, Grumpy. Oh, no. The 41 loose. They will get over it. That's right. So Gann in the 30s back out on the track making some laps here. And the leaderboard's still the same, though, that 41 car.
Yep.
There's a melon movement up front, Macaulay. 2 or 3 weeks in a row, we got a melon movement up front. Nation never really answered us when we told him why he was separate.
I fell asleep.
Oh, that's funny. So when I give him the wrench, he can see Talios now, he said.
He can see Talios beforehand.
No. I wonder if he had him blocked on accident.
It's a possibility.
So there's the 29 of Rominger. He's the third place driver on the board. Phoenix is a different track for these guys. It's not like the 1.5 miles at all, Macaulay.
Oh, it's different from what we've been doing lately.
A little bit flatter. You got to use the brake pedal a little bit to get that speed knocked down when you're going through the corner, and just a lot going on there, Macaulay.
Yep.
And he's coming up on an orange car. That's the 5 car, Chad Osborne. Finally, he's on the track now, Macaulay.
Yep, he's putting some laps down now.
He's sitting 10th on the leaderboard as you see the 29 car going to dip to the bottom to try to get around, but I think 29 is going to shut her down right there. And we're going to go, there's Booski.
Yeah, he's back.
We're going to go take a look at that 5 car. He needs a few laps to get warmed up here, Macaulay. Like we were talking about, Phoenix is a different track. It races a lot like a short track. It's not a super short track. And it feels really big when you dip down there into that bootleg.
Yep.
With that open bootleg, but 5 car a little bit loose right there. He's going to contact the outside wall, and that's going to do it for practice. We're going to switch over to qualifying right now. And we're going to wait and see Stephen Ayers Jr., first one to light up. So let's move that way, Macaulay.
Yep.
And we're going on board maybe? I don't know. Guy's got to find that. He's making some noise out there, and I can't even find the right buttons, Macaulay. There we go. Right here, real quick, was the 62 car, Stephen Ayers Jr., going down the back straightaway at Phoenix. Man, he's got a lot of wheel in it, so quite the opposite of the car that we seen last week, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. You didn't want any wheel into it last week.
Yep, you didn't. You turned that thing anything remotely that far left, and you were going for a ride, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
You see how Ayers is driving it? What you're doing here is you're just through that corner. You want to get it slowed down, get it to the bottom, and try to look for that run off the corner where you can stay in the gas. And that's right there a picture of over driving it into 3 from what I could see right there, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Temporarily going to go to the top, but we're going to get on board with the fastest man in practice. That's a melon movement right here. Michael Atkins Jr., last week's winner, currently second on the board. That 00 car. You see that, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he got just knocked off.
Oh, yeah, he got knocked off by Casey Duncan in the number 11 car. So we got some different names popping up in qualifying here. Let's watch this 41. Right to the top.
Yep.
He said, I'll take it, and I'll back up practice, and here you go. Right to the top he went. Dude, we got the looking
30's
for the 30.
out there now.
Yep, 30's out on the track now, so for some reason it ain't switching cameras to them, but we're going to work on that. So on board right now with the 30 car, P2 in practice. Running a different line, I'm noticing, Macaulay.
Yeah.
A lot higher down here in 3 and 4, right to the start-finish line, all the way to the bottom, down the pit road exit there. And just really running a different line around here, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes for him. But look how he's feathering that throttle on corner exit. Down the back straightaway, lap number 1, I believe, for him here. He didn't get a time. I wonder if touching pit road disallowed it.
It may have. Went a little bit too far down.
Yeah, give him a violation right there and probably disallowed the time. So he, if you noticed, he was higher when he went down to that dog leg that time.
Yeah.
And that might be why he ran a little bit lower line this time too, Macaulay. So this is money lap. What is it?
See.
No time.
No.
Michael Macaulay, I'm not seeing any time on the 30 car.
That is strange.
And look who went to the top of the leaderboard.
Rominger.
Third in practice and top of the leaderboard, but we're not seeing a time for the 30, and he's in the outside wall now.
Yeah, he destroyed her now.
So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. So we're going to switch to the 5 car Osborne, and our camera is going to break every time we switch, apparently. Now we're going to get on board with that 5 car. He's currently 9th on the board, so let's see if he can get a pickup. And here we go. Nope, we're not to the line yet. We're about ready to be, Macaulay.
Off 1 and 2. That's the start-finish line here.
Yep, off 3 and 4 right here, and start-finish line says 6th, so he was able to pick up 3 spots right there on the second lap. Not bad, Macaulay.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to do it for qualifying.
Yep, that's a wrap there.
That 29 car, though, looks like it's going to stick for Rominger. Got 24 more seconds, and I don't see anyone else out on the track. And Osborne's going to stay and play around an extra lap here, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it. He
didn't have much practice time.
Yep. He got to enjoy a couple extra laps of it, didn't he?
He did.
So we got a driver's meeting for these guys got to go through, and then they're going to get lined up, and we're going to get ready to do some racing, aren't we, Macaulay?
We are.
I hear a car, but I don't see no cars. And we'll try to change our...
I see a Nick Hunt. Yep, Nick Hunt's there. Oh, what happened to Michael Atkins? He just disconnected.
Hopefully he can get back in before we... Yep, I got the 00 lined up on the board, so if I get my thing to change out right here. There we go. So now we're looking at where we're supposed to on pit road, where the cars are going to actually line up at. And there's 10 of them tonight, I believe, Macaulay. So we're going to let a lot of those guys get on the pit road so we can do our start and lineup.
Yep, give them a little time.
For chase race number 4. So next week is going to be the what? Finale.
The finale. Yep, the finale.
And I think we're going to crown a champion, right?
We are.
So we'll have to see. You'll have to let them know if when Atkins reconnects or what's going on. Because I don't know. I got grumpy with question marks and a sad face, or I don't confused face more for Booski.
Nope, Wimbish isn't in the lineup yet.
No, I haven't seen Wimbish in the lineup at all. Got the bootlegger in there, that 17 car. I just don't know, Macaulay.
I don't either.
So the 41 is rejoined yet or not?
Nope, he's not rejoined yet.
Yeah, we're in a lineup stage here, so...
Hopefully he doesn't have weather going on at his place or something right now.
Yeah, internet might have dropped it. Did his connection fall through, or did he just disconnect?
Says manually disconnected.
Huh. Well, I don't know. We'll just call it weird. How's that?
Yeah, that's all we can do right now.
Yeah, and he was a P2 qualifier. Or now, actually, the P4 qualifier. Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger's P2. But we'll go over that in a minute. So, what do we got going on, Macaulay?
I have no clue right now.
We're going to get up there with the bootlegger, and I guess I got 5, you got 5, but we'll call it out like it is. We got enough of them gridding now.
Yeah.
So there it is. Starting on the pole. He is not on the track yet or even on pit road, but that's going to be the 29 car, Mike Rominger. To his outside in second, we know him as the bootlegger, Michael Macaulay.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be Tommy Haynes in the 17. Let's go to third tonight. That 11 car. Nice qualifying effort there for Casey Duncan. In his outside in fourth, it's a melon movement. Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41, Macaulay.
He just connected, so.
Yeah, so he's coming back in. He's going to be in that fourth starting spot, so that'll be behind that Busch Apple car up there. He'll be right behind him. So let's look at fifth place, and that's going to be the 00, putting down a pretty nice lap there. Nick Hunt driving the 00 car, so take it away for 6, Macaulay.
All right, in 6 you got Chad Osborne in the Monster Energy car. 7th, you got Gary May, the gentleman. To his outside, you got Jonathan Cogswell in the 27th, starting 8th. Starting 9th, you got Stephen Ayers Jr. in the 62. And rounding out the field is going to be Justin Gann. He's got a long way to go to get to the front.
So there we go. That's your starting field for Phoenix.
Oh, and just in time.
Yep, and we're timing somebody out right now on YouTube, and you know, we could actually all hide that user and it wouldn't show up either, Macaulay.
There we go. That's right.
It didn't take long tonight, did it, Grumpy? All right, so I'm going to pull the grid off right here, and I probably didn't go all the way through it, so I'm going to cycle through it. You see the gentleman, Gary May, and Macaulay called it all out, and I was messing with the YouTube. And then Cogswell's 27 there, Stephen Ayers Jr. and Justin Gann. That's your starting field tonight at Phoenix, and Macaulay's going off on them. Going off on him, ain't you, Macaulay?
Oh, I am.
Get him out of here, Macaulay. We don't need him.
He's going to be on a different planet with Nation here soon.
Alien planet with Nation 01 cuddling up together. Ain't that right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so 2x2. We are
Yep, we're
being
rolling.
let off pit road. That 29 car, Mike Rominger, is going to take him to the green flag at Phoenix tonight. So congratulations to Rominger there on the Busch Pole Award at Phoenix, Macaulay. There you go.
You been practicing that one.
Nope, didn't. Just come up with it on the fly, but we got the Busch. Busch Apple. Apple, Macaulay.
Yep.
So they are 2x2, and there's 2, 4, 6. I don't know. I can't even count no more. 8, 9 of them, Macaulay. I ain't counting 10. I'm counting 9. So who?
9.
One of them ain't starting.
That's not good.
I don't see the 11 car, Duncan.
Nope, he didn't make the start.
There they go. Look at that. Rominger in a perfect spot, and look at that 00 car already working on the bottom of the 17. But it won't take long for that 41. He'll be working on him in a minute, won't he, Macaulay?
Oh, he will be.
There's work to be done. He's closing in on the back of the 00 car right now. We're going to do a timing and scoring reset. So that'll take just a second here, Macaulay, and we'll have to apply all of our updates. And let's go find a camera and the third place driver right there. He's working on that 00. That's a melon movement. Look at Osborne in the 5 car.
He's making a move, too.
Man, I'll tell you what, that practice paid off for that feller, didn't it?
It did.
He found some speed after it, but the 41s who we're watching right here, Michael Atkins Jr. moving into the 3rd spot. He's going after Tommy Haynes. Now this is a run for P2, Macaulay. The bootlegger in the Busch car.
Nick Hunt.
Oh, 00 up the racetrack. Maybe a little contact with the 5. Didn't see it, Macaulay.
I saw he got sideways. That's all I saw.
Oh, he got sideways. So now we got the 41, though, working on that 17 at top. Now look at the 5 car, though, close up on the 41, Macaulay. We got Grumpy laughing about something. That 41 almost looked like it got upset coming off that apron. Did you see that?
Yeah. It's definitely different banking there.
Car looks a little. Oh, we got a 00 loose and not good. Inside wall, Macaulay. And he may have hurt the alignment. We're not sure yet. We're going to try to get official word from his crew to see if he did or didn't. But he's still going, so.
Still rolling.
What is this dude?
Oh, this is that other guy we got to block.
Just hide that dumb dude, Macaulay.
Yep, we're good.
So there, we won't have to put up with him no more. Fix that one, didn't we?
We did. That was an easy fix.
Adrenaline's here to wreck our day, Macaulay. Well, you ain't going to wreck our day no worse.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting back here where there's a battle. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And the 41 hit the outside wall, Macaulay.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Straightened her out.
He straightened her out a bit. We're going to see if that's going to help us. Oh, no, he's loose now coming off the turn 4 right there. Put her sideways, and he's going to lose a spot to the 5 right here. So he's going to have to go back to work on the 5 tonight, Macaulay.
Yeah, he is. He can do it, though.
Chad Osborne, though, didn't show a lot of speed in practice, come into practice late, and really put down a decent qualifying run, and he's showing that he's got speed here in the race. But somebody back in 7th that I think he's just being patient right now and taking his time. That's going to be the 30 car right here, Justin Gant, Macaulay.
And we know he's strong here, too.
Well, he was Pete.
He has damage on the right side, too.
Well, he might have had a little contact with the outside wall or something, too, early on, and we missed it. Oh, Grumpy's got him a new DJ. He said taking up his PC.
You got to get 2 PCs now.
Yep. That's how you handle it, isn't it, Macaulay?
Yep.
You're going to set up a whole separate rig for the girlfriend, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
I see that coming. Well, no, I don't. But you're going to do it anyway. So there's that 17, the bootlegger right there. And I'll tell you what, Tommy's got to watch it because that 5 car's hunting, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
He's hungry. And that 41 car, he's still coming off the corner rough. I think he's going to have to get that right rear tire underneath of him a tad bit better there, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's struggling just a tad right now.
He's running with them, though. I mean, second, third, and fourth is right here together, but a man on a mission. We'll talk about it. Mike Rominger, 0.8 of a second at Phoenix in 11 laps is not bad, Macaulay.
No, that's a nice lead so far in 11 laps,
Throwing
going
down
on 12.
pretty solid lap times. Fastest on the board right now. And nope, the fastest is right here. And he's starting to pick them off now, Macaulay. 30 car, Justin Gans going forward, working on the back of the gentleman Gary May right now in the 10 car. Married will never have money again. All right, so that spot's done. Justin Gann is in the top 5 in the 30 car.
Still moving up.
He's about 2 seconds behind this driver right here, though, who's going to work a little harder now on the 5 car, Macaulay.
Maybe he figured it out a little bit here.
That right there, the 5 and the 41, a battle of 2 Toyotas right here. Your top 2 spots are occupied right now by Chevrolets, Michael Macaulay. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
But look at the run right there. The 41 gets. He's going to take it all the way to the bottom on the dog leg. They're going to be side by side, maybe? I don't know. I'm just guessing, but Osborne's able to use that higher line and hold him off, Macaulay.
Yeah, I'm noticing 2 different lanes in the, what is that, 1 and 2?
Yeah, 2.
The new 1 and 2.
Yep, 2 completely different lines, actually. I'll tell you, the 5 car looks like it has a pretty good attitude right down there in 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah.
And the 41's cutting it lower there. It's able to get him underneath of him a little bit. And now he's going to use the apron right here, and he's going to slide job him and make it stick, Macaulay.
He did.
Excellent pass for the 41. Michael Atkins Jr. making that's a veteran move right there, buddy.
That was.
Any way you
Here's
look
why
at
he's
it,
won.
just veteran move.
Yep.
The 5 car of Osborne's not going to be able to do anything about it. He's just going to watch the back of the 41 for a while, see if he makes a mistake. And that's kind of all you can do, Macaulay.
Yeah.
You don't want to make a mistake yourself running behind him, just like right there. 5 car in the wall.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of contact. Probably not going to hurt him. About the same amount of contact we seen the 41 make earlier. But it's certainly going to cost the 5 some time right here. Lead's disappearing. The bootlegger. Yes, he is. It's, you know what time it is, Macaulay? It's Bush time.
Bush.
That's right. Get you a Bush apple, break it open, and enjoy it. We got drop frames going on, Macaulay.
Yep, I see it.
Just barely, but it's happening right now. I don't know what is going on.
Straighten out here in a little bit.
Yeah, we just dropped to the toilet for a second. Oh, come on, YouTube. I don't think we had problems last week, did we?
We didn't. We've gone a couple weeks.
Come on, YouTube. Oh, man, come on now. I'm watching it. We're up to 4.2%. So 4.3, it's still climbing. It's not over yet. We're hoping that it gets that way, though, ain't we, Macaulay?
Yep.
All right, so we'll see if it straightens out. It's starting to look a little bit better now. Yep, we're looking much better right now, so we should get it straightened out.
Sounds like you're having good weather there, so that shouldn't be an issue.
I'm going to agree with Talios. I got a bush fixation.
Yeah.
Oh, we're dropping frames again. Thank you, YouTube. We appreciate it. We love dropping frames. If we weren't dropping frames, we wouldn't know what to do, would we, Macaulay?
Nope.
Nope. We'll just call it like it is. I might need some counseling. We'll have to see here. Taking a look at the 41 car sitting in third. I'm going to go back here again to the 30 car right there again because Gann has ran down that 5 car, Macaulay.
He has. He's actually cutting down the lead, too. And
Yes,
like
he
on the
has.
leader, too.
He literally made a 2.6 second lead disappear. And Gann is the fastest car on the racetrack. Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know what Rominger's really been able to save up there, but it looks like Haynes is actually catching Rominger still. But we're going to...
Haynes is running a completely different line right now.
We're going to keep an eye on this battle right here because this is going to be for 4th. That'll move Gann up to the 4th position as he's going to drive to the bottom right here, try to get a run on the 5 and a look. They're side by side. Oh, and Osborne's going to hang out there until now. Gann dropped it down on that dog leg, and I think he's going to take it, Macaulay.
Yep, he's clear here. Slides up a little.
Moved to 30 up to P4. 5 car going to work on him again, but Gann's car looks really good off that corner they're struggling on.
It does.
I think maybe a guy backed up and saved his tires, Macaulay. I don't know. But we noticed he backed up early, and there is a little damage on the car, but maybe he felt like he was pushing a little hard, just backed it up there and cooled the jets down, Macaulay.
Yeah. I'm trying to notice if he has more brake glue than anybody else or less. See if he's using more or less brakes than anybody else.
But meanwhile, back up front with Rominger, Haynes ain't that far behind.
No, Haynes is slowly catching every lap.
0.3 of a second. You still got the Mellon movement back here in third. He's fallen off about 1.7 seconds now. He's actually 2.2 off the leader, and Gann's 3.4 off the leader, Macaulay.
Yeah, Gann's really catching.
Leader is, he's still a little bit, there's not too big of a difference between the lap times from Gann to the leaders. They're running right about the same lap times. The 41's actually backing up, Macaulay. The 41's 2 seconds behind him. Gann's actually 3.4 seconds behind him now, Macaulay.
Yep.
So he's got some work to do to get all the way up to the front, but I don't know. I mean, we could try to pick a lap that they're going to pit. Macaulay, 40, 44, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I would say somewhere around there.
60% fuel, so it's going to be after lap 40, I would say. So we still got a little ways to go, at least 13 laps before we see a car on pit road. But I think we're going to stay with that fire and ice Mellon movement right there, the 41 car Michael Atkins Jr., because he's about ready to have some company, Macaulay.
He is.
And this will be for position. I'm keeping an eye on the lead right at the top of the board, like most of you guys will, and most of the people watching. But we'll watch right at the top of the board. And if that number gets within 0.2 of a second or a tenth, then we'll go to it, Macaulay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it.
But I'm pretty sure that the battle for third is about ready to heat up right here. And I'm telling you, that 41's still getting everything he can out of that car off the corner. He's wheeling it, Macaulay.
Oh, he is. And he may be just trying to push, see how much hard he can push it the first run, and then he knows for the rest of the race, too.
Yeah, I know another driver like that.
Yeah?
Gann's working on him, though. That's a pretty good run out of turn 2 right there from the 41. But Gann's all over him. He's going to drop it to the bottom right here, try to get position. Not so easy to pass them, man, when you get up to the top of the field, is it, Macaulay?
No, and you can definitely tell the cars are tightening up, so that makes it even more difficult to make the pass.
The cars have tightened up, and 30
Ooh.
cars going to move up the track right there. Not a lot of room on that outside.
No. Oh.
They're going to go side by side right here down the backstretch, and the 41's going to pull a nose ahead, but this battle's certainly not over, is it?
It's not. It's just beginning.
Gann's going to dip down to the bottom. Is he going to clear him this time? It doesn't appear to.
Nope.
No. They're going to be side by side once again, and that time the 41 cleared him.
And the 30 slides up the track there.
Yeah, 30's going to slide up a bit. I thought he was just trying to pick a different line to work on him.
Oh, but he got a heck of a run off of there. They're doing that.
He may try to slide job him right here, but it's not going to work. The 41's going to send it off into the corner on the outside, and this is a battle, McCauley. It is. This is what you paid for tickets for, right here. Oh, wait, you didn't pay for tickets. You're getting this kind of racing action for free. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I don't think you could have got a piece of paper in there, McCauley.
No, that was real close.
That 41's going to hold him off again. So Gann able to catch that 41 car, run him down from a little bit, McCauley, but he's not able to do anything with him right now, and this is 3.5 seconds behind the leader, buddy.
Yeah, the leaders love this right now. They're pulling away now.
The lead's still 0.3 of a second between the 29. The leader's Tommy Haynes.
When that happened?
I don't know. We got so engrossed in that battle, Tommy Haynes went up there, the bootlegger here, and took the lead away from Rominger. So 33 laps into the run. Tommy Haynes has had the lead for 4 laps, so he took it on lap 30.
No.
Oh, Atkins. No way. Let's go take a look at what happened, McCauley. Know what I mean?
Yep.
So they're back there battling again in a little contact. And, man, Atkins is going to go hard into the outside wall. We're not going to get a caution flag.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Atkins.
That is very unfortunate. So Atkins is going to keep going right here, which is a good sign, but he's definitely going to have some damage on that Fire and Ice 41 car. And we're going to get to the front of the field. Rominger hasn't really let Tommy Haynes go, but I'm impressed with the fact that Tommy Haynes went up there and got the lead, McCauley.
Oh, yeah, that's impressive.
So the bootlegger and the Busch car. Now we can talk about the Busch, Talios. And maybe I don't even need counseling after this one. Probably I do.
No.
Probably
Not
needed it
now.
before this one, McCauley. I probably needed it years ago.
If you needed it, then I needed it.
Probably McCauley's. You're definitely going to need it after this, and we're dropped a few frames right there, but he'll be fine. Close racing, contact, McCauley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, 17
No.
outside wall right here. But it didn't cost him, McCauley. I think he pulled a car link. I think he pulled a 10th in a car link.
He did.
How does that happen?
Put some extra paint on the car. That's what he did.
So I'm watching 4.7 seconds, 4.8 seconds behind these guys. And 1 and 2, the top 2 cars are turning a little bit faster right now than the 30 car. So I don't know if the 30 car got any damage from that or not, Michael McCauley.
He may have. Maybe affect some of the handling now.
Man, I'll tell you what, the 17 bounced off that outside wall, but it ain't slow that feller down, did it?
Nope, made him faster.
You know what he did to that wall, don't you? He bushwhacked
Pushed
it.
it.
he bushwhacked that wall. So good job to Tommy Haynes right there going up and wrestling the lead away, and we'll take a look at Rominger in the 29 car right here. Looking at the lap times, they're all similar. Gann's just a tad bit faster right now, but he's still about 5 seconds behind these two. So it's going to be interesting. Do you, if you're Gann and you're 5 seconds back, do you maybe short pit, McCauley?
You could do that now if they're 40 laps in.
I'm thinking about that, being 40 laps in right now. I mean, we figured 40 to 44 somewhere in there would be pit stops. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you pit, short pit right now. I hear the car downshifted, but he no come to no pit road.
Not yet.
So we got no pit road action happening yet from what I can see. Probably if I was Atkins, I'd definitely go a little quicker.
Yeah, I'd try to be one of the first ones in now.
And a car we seen have problems earlier was that 00 car, Nick Hunt. And if you want to see what happened to him, Nick's currently back here in the 8th position in that 00 car. And you can see some damage here on the left rear for sure, Macaulay, on the whole left side of that car.
Yep.
So you hate that for these drivers. You hate to see that damage on there. Is that 00's working the bottom right here? And then there's Ayers Jr. right behind him. And I don't think all these guys are in the round for the chase. I don't think Duncan was in there, was he?
Nope, I don't think Duncan is.
So I think every driver besides Duncan's going to make the next round, Macaulay.
Yeah, because Osborne disconnected. Cogswell's the only one that's on the bubble right now. It'd be close with him and Wimbish. How many points is he behind Wimbish? Trying to math right now.
All right, so we are 43 laps in right now, so I don't know if me and Macaulay were right when we said 40 to 44. These guys might stretch it out to 50 and prove us wrong because the leaders are on 44 right now, Macaulay.
Yep. So Cogswell's 25 points behind John Wimbish. So
Gann's knocked about 2 seconds off them.
Oh, what happened to Rominger there? He got really loose.
Imagine those tires are wearing down a little bit, but Gann's picked up another gear. He's made about 2 or 3 seconds disappear, Macaulay.
He let those tires cool down, and he's on a move again.
Haynes ran a 29.420. Gann was at a 28.936.
Whew.
That's a half a second.
Yeah, that's huge.
And a 31.59 to Rominger. Rominger down to a 29.157. Tommy Haynes at a 29.434. Gann 29.057. He's less than 3 seconds now, Macaulay.
He's closing that gap real quick.
Yes, he's closing it. 46 laps into the run right now. And I haven't seen none of them head to pit road yet.
No, I'm shocked. I thought that at least one would be in by now.
I figured they would be too, but apparently they can go a little farther. It is a short track, you know. So the lead's about a half a second, but Rominger's a little bit faster according to the board. He pulled about a tenth on him that last lap, Macaulay.
He did.
So Rominger just slightly faster than the race leader right now. But it's slightly, so it's not showing up real good on the track.
No.
It's still
you can't really notice it.
It's still a half a second between first and second. So these guys are 48 laps. They have to be getting close. If we pick 40 to 44, they're right there. Second place, pit road.
Yep, there he is.
Mike Rominger is going to get it. I hope he got it woed down. He was on them hard, but them cones are way inside there, so he probably did get it woed down, Macaulay.
Yeah, Haynes has got to come this lap now.
That's going to move Gann up to second, and 3.1 seconds is the difference between him and Justin Gann now. So that's first and second. We'll see when that 17 brings it to pit road. He ain't going to come this time, Macaulay. He's going to stay with it.
Is Gann coming in? Nope, Gann stays out.
Gann's going to stay out there, too. So a little different strategy. I kind of like the move Rominger made there because you know new tires are going to make a ton of difference here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about third place right now. That's going to be Casey Duncan in the 11 car. And we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Casey is having a really good run here tonight.
He is.
And right behind him, look at Cogswell in the 27, another driver you don't want to ride off. caution flag, Macaulay, and any of them are right back in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know it?
They don't want to see a caution. Some of them want to see a caution.
We got a lot of those guys that have pitted right now. Rominger pitted, Nick Hunt pitted.
Gann's in right now.
Yeah.
Cogswell's in.
Gann's in, Cogswell, and Tommy Haynes is still on the track, man. Here comes Tommy. Lap 51, mark it down. He's going to get it woed down. No mistakes right here. Got to get on the binders. This is your race leader coming in. Got to get on them binders, Macaulay, get it slowed down.
Oh, yeah.
You make a mistake right here, lap 51, and, man, it's going to cost you for the remainder of the race.
Yeah, that can ruin your whole race.
So we got
one little mistake.
180 scheduled laps here. We have completed 50. So we got a little ways to go, Macaulay.
Yep.
Adrenaline saying 2 cautions. Did we get Bender in
here? Tommy Haynes overdrove his pit stall too.
Yeah, just a little bit. Able to get it backed up, so it'll hurt him. But Ayers still out on the track. He hasn't pitted yet, the 62 car, so he's actually a race leader. I'm trying to math it out real quick, Macaulay. So you got a 180 lap race, right?
Yep.
So what do we got to do? If we could go 90 laps, we could split it in half, but we know that ain't going to happen.
Nope.
So I don't know, 45 is 90, right?
Yeah.
So do 45, 45.
I would try for it.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Run 45, and 45. And I see the 62 car. I mean, if he ran that on the next one, it would put him at, what, 106 laps before he pitted again?
180 lap race, that still wouldn't be enough.
Still going to have to pit another time. Did Bender give us an over-under? I don't think he did he?
Nope, he hasn't been here at all.
No, we haven't seen Bender for the over-under tonight, and we need one bad, Grumpy says. We got a caution.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, found him. Just talked about him earlier. Just brought it off pit road. We're going to go back and see what happened to this driver. I'm betting it stepped out on a guy. It did.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off a 2 and hard into the outside wall and even harder into the inside wall, Macaulay. And just like that, we get one of the 2 caution flags that Adrenaline's calling for. So, and there's that caution that Grumpy wanted to see.
Oh, yeah. Now Atkins can actually sit in.
We fixed it.
All right. Atkins can at least sit on pit road. All the drivers can really get some of that damage fixed from hitting the wall.
Look at Gary May right there. The gentleman.
3rd.
Top 3. Tommy Haynes sitting back and forth.
You know, there's one thing I noticed with Gary May. There's not a scratch on that car.
Tommy's got a few lap fresher tires than these guys do.
Does he stay out or does everybody come in?
Oh, I think they come in, but it'd be interesting to see if they come in now or wait till the end of the caution. Macaulay.
Yeah.
When we get it to 60, and you're talking about lap 120. Maybe a guy can stretch it 5 more laps to 60 on a run, and that would take you to the finish. I don't know, Macaulay, just a little math going on in my head, and it would work, brother. If you can get it to 60, you could do it.
Yeah, trying some calculations now.
Yep, the calculations are working, and if you could get to 60, you could do it. And I'm going to let you have the mic in the booth for a minute. I'm going to go grab a drink.
Oh, man. That's what I got. So he's going to be the wave around now. Maybe Casey Duncan, since he's the first one lap down.
Oh, Casey had quite a bit of damage on that car. He's sitting on. Oh, he's coming off pit road now. Car's still running, so he kept a motor in it, Macaulay.
He did.
I guess
I don't know if he's.
That officially means I'm back.
Yeah, caught me off guard there.
Yeah. I tried to. So they are at 58 right now, Macaulay. That 60 thing might happen, man. We'll see.
Yeah. I was shocked that no one came in, though.
Somebody might
Extra
try
damage. Yeah.
But they're on 2 to go right now, and what'd we get? 1 taker, the 11 car?
11 car was the only taker.
So we have, I think Ayers Jr. is the first car lap down in that 62. And we got the 00 car 3 laps down. Duncan's going to go lap down throughout here as well. So your leader is going to be the 29 car Mike Rominger. He's going to have that 30 car Justin Gann to his outside. Pace car's in. They're waiting for it, Macaulay.
Oh, they are.
They're 2 by 2 and waiting, ain't they? There they go.
Launched.
Green flag's out. Right before the start-finish line right there out of 4. And the field's going to get going, and I don't think that 41 takes a lot of time getting back to work on him here. Look at Tommy Haynes in the 17.
Already moved up 1 spot.
He picked up a spot all the way up to the top of the track, and we got a battle behind them. Cogswell, 27, 41. Michael Atkins Jr. Atkins is going to take it. Big break for the 00 if he can make some of those laps up, Michael McCauley.
Oh, yeah.
We know he's got speed. We've seen it qualifying. And the 41 is going to clear the 27. That's going to move the Mellon movement to 4th. So the Mellon movement is high as 4th right now, Michael McCauley.
Yep.
And we just now hit the 60 lap mark. Look at that 27 car, though, going to move up on the bumper. But that 00 is right on the back of him, man. And I think we might be missing what's going on in the front.
Yeah, we had a battle there for a second. But Gann pulled away.
Haynes able to pull right up to his bumper there.
Cogswell got back around Michael Atkins. Now Nick Hunt's working on Michael Atkins.
All right, so watching that second place battle, and that 41's got pretty good damage on that car, McCauley.
He does.
So he may just want to save on the tires a little bit and let that thing eat down in the later part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the 00 is not for position, so the next driver that the 41's going to have to worry about is going to be
Gary May.
Yeah, the gentleman Gary May back there in the 10 car.
Haynes gets into 3 and 4 really good, but Justin Gann just gaps him out on exit there.
Yeah, I'm watching that battle, and Rominger in the 29 is able to keep them all at bay.
Oh, look who showed up in the chat. Nation's back.
Oh.
Probably ran out of laundry to fold.
probably.
Got the melons in the chat.
Yep, we got melons going, and Nation, I don't know why he's WTF, and we've been broadcasting for an hour now, McCullough.
Yeah.
He was here when we started and disappeared, and the battle for second still here. Look at Cogswell, though, back there in that fourth spot, McCullough.
He's hanging in there.
He's not going nowhere, buddy.
He's not.
He's running times with those guys right now, and the 27 car looks like he might actually be moving up on them a little bit.
Cogswell's actually gaining on the leaders. Really gaining. He's gaining 0.3 of a second to pass 2 laps.
All right, so back up front. Yep, 0.4 of a second is the difference in the lead between Rominger and the 30 car Justin Gann, and Tommy Haynes is moving in on him too. And look at Cogswell.
He gained 3 more tenths that lap.
Cogswell's the fastest of all those guys right now. So Jonathan Cogswell has learned something in the first 70 laps here, Michael McCullough.
He has.
So good job right there to Cogswell.
Top 4 within a second of each other right now.
All right, so we're going to have a battle, and the 30's going to get it.
Yep.
He's working on the bottom of Rominger right now. Going to take the dog leg to get there. Rominger, though, still going to be a little strong on that outside, really selling that thing off into the corner right there, McCullough.
Yeah, Gann won't be able to come up the track like he normally was.
But look at the 17. He's going to come up here and maybe try to split the two of them. Make a race out of it, Michael McCullough.
Yep, he's. Oh, I thought he was going to make a move to the outside. He's going
no,
to the inside.
Gann's going to make a move to the bottom, and so's the 17 of Tommy Haynes. This thing might turn into a drag race going into the corner. So while they were battling for the lead, the 17, and look at the 27 moving right in. We got a 4-car battle right now, McCullough.
We do.
This is good stuff. Cogswell right on the bumper of that 17 car. And the 17 running that little bit higher line, we know it works out in the long run. In the short run, it's a little bit more difficult, I'm sure, McCullough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. 17 way up the track that time, maybe by design, maybe not.
He was doing that on the last run. He started running that higher lane, and it was paying off.
It looks like it's able to give him a better run down the straightaway there, that long straightaway.
Definitely.
So that might be one of the reasons why he's done it. But meanwhile, what's happened to the 41? He's still in trouble. He's back here about ready to the 62's not on the lead lap, but that 10 car right behind him now is, McCullough.
Yeah.
And when
It's all over him.
This battle gets together, it'll be a battle for the top 5. So Atkins is doing the best he can with that 41 car. We know that car's got some damage on it, so he's just kind of hanging in there, McCullough.
Yep.
I'm sure he's got a pretty ill-handling race car right here.
Has his hands full and everything.
Yeah, you keep those hands full, man, and you get on to the next round and go get them in Homestead. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Meanwhile, back up front, top four still the same. You got Mike Rominger in the lead, 30 car Justin Gannon second. Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger, right there in third in the 17, and the fourth place car is going to be that 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. No, he didn't pit. None of them did, Grumpy. They all stayed out as we're coming. We're close to lap 80. So when we get there, we'll have 100 laps to go, Michael McCauley.
Yep.
17, really high right there. 27's going to get a look. And this might be what the 27 needs to clear him here. That battle's real. Cogswell's going to take that third spot.
No longer a battle.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from that 27 car.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't able to do that in the first run, but what he was able to do was learn, McCauley.
Yeah.
And he's using what he learned in this second run right here, and it's got him up in the top three. And that 17 car is not slow. We've seen him go up and take the lead earlier.
No, 27 using that caution to his advantage.
Yes, he is, pulling up on the back of the 30 car right now. 30's the second place car. That 29 car, Rominger, though, impressive. Able to battle off Gann and keep the lead here, McCauley. But
Cogs was all over Gann.
If I'm the 17, I might back up a little bit, take care of the tires, cool off the right front, cool the jets down, get me a good smooth line and go after it again. And I think that's what he's doing. You see him running the car up the track. And we've seen that work for him earlier, so maybe later in the run that's going to be more the thing to do. Look at that 27 car. He's fast, McCauley.
Oh, he is.
He's all over the back of the 30 right now. I think he's trying to set him up kind of like he did with the 17, and somebody hit a wall somewhere. I heard it, Michael McCauley. Was it the 11?
Not sure who that was.
11 busted a motor, and he's coasting the pit road, Michael McCauley.
Yep. Who it was.
Yep. Casey Duncan's 11 car. Motor give up on him, buddy. So meanwhile, back up front, your top four, Rominger, Gann, Cogswell, and Haynes. That's it. That's your top four, anyway. That's not it, because we can go back to fifth. The gentleman, Gary May, took it.
Yep, he did.
So give that man some Mountain Dew and he'd get all jacked up. McCauley, take her and put her in the top five. Look at that.
He did.
So that's going to move the Fire and Ice driver right here, Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41 car, back to the sixth spot, just outside of the top five. He don't have to worry about it, though. He'll be moving on to the next round where it all gets reset, Michael McCauley.
Oh, yeah.
So you got Ayers Jr. right here, Stephen Ayers Jr., that is, in the 62 car, riding back here in seventh. And then who do we got in eighth, McCauley?
Eighth, you got Nick Hunt in the 00.
00 car right there. And I believe Casey Duncan and Chad Osborne are both going to be retired for the evening. Yep. We'll just, for the evening, though, McCauley.
They'll be
Probably
back next
see him
week.
back in Homestead next week. That's right. So your top four, they're not letting each other go?
No, they're not.
That has not happened. And what the heck is, ever-living heck is wrong here, McCauley? It's a little bit different camera. So there's the top four. I kind of like this camera, though.
Yeah, Tommy Haynes got around Cogswell now.
That lets you see exactly how close that racing is between your top four. Gann's starting to put a little bit of pressure on Rominger once again.
He is.
So we're going to get to that lead battle right now. Less than 2/10 separate first and second. Justin Gann in the 30, working on the 29 of Mike Rominger, and there goes Gann to the bottom. We've seen this before, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
Rominger likes to use a little bit higher line when he's in a battle right there. Oh, 17 loose, hard into the outside wall. We did not want to see that, Macaulay. He's going to get it straightened out, though. Keeps it pointed the right direction here. No caution flag, lap 88. The car don't sound like it's hitting on all the cylinders, Macaulay.
No, that's probably not. That was a lot of damage there he got.
Yep, he got heavy damage there on that outside wall, and the motard just don't sound happy, Michael Macaulay. And the rear end looked like it was floating a bit. So, man, he gets her halfway in there and has issues like this. We hate it for you, Tommy Haynes. Meanwhile, back up on the farm, Macaulay. Those guys are farming.
Oh, they are.
Rominger stepped it out right there. Gann had a little bit of a problem. Gann just couldn't get off the corner, and Rominger just stepped it up, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Rominger,
that's good. You need to capitalize on those.
Maybe a guy stayed back there, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to save tires on him and just go get him at the end.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Adrenaline, but you're not going to get lucky enough to get caution number 2 like that, is it, Macaulay?
No.
You got to be a veteran to do that. Oh, no, Adrenaline lost sound. He didn't even hear what we just said, Macaulay. That's even funnier.
Yeah.
So that's your lead battle. About a half a second between them. And there's Cogswell. He's not back there too far. Cogswell's about 1.4 seconds off the lead. Less than a second off second place. So Jonathan Cogswell still hanging out right there. And Tommy Haynes had problems, but he's still in the 4th spot. But he's back there about 5 seconds, Macaulay.
Yeah.
And his speeds are a little bit off. Not real far off, believe it or not, but a little bit. And then back in 5th again, around Gary May, and Gary May's on pit road. The 10 car's got the left side tires up, lap 93, mark it down. And the 10 car going to be the first one to come on these green flag pit stops, and that's basically 45, 45, 45, Bill Macaulay.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do now.
Yep, 10 car is back out on the track, and I just, paying attention. We're 45 laps into a fuel run right here, so this is about the time we've seen them run in before. And that's basically at 180 laps. I mean, 45, then 90.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And then 45 more, and that's your final stop.
We'll see if Rominger's the first one in again. Well, I guess Gentleman was, but...
So that really allows you to do it in 3 stops, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So they're 46 in now. Anytime right now you can see these guys come to pit road, and we've seen Gary May give up the 5th spot to do it. And Gann's starting to he cooled the tire down. He's making another solid run right here on the 29 car. Man, he couldn't have got no more out of that corner. He was all the way up on that wall, Macaulay.
Yeah.
All right, so the 29 of Rominger. Adrenaline refresh and still no sound, Michael Macaulay. Can you confirm we got sound on YouTube going on, or?
Give me 1 second here.
Did we break it?
Nope, we got sound.
Yeah, we got sound on YouTube. Oh, never mind. He fixed it, he said.
That's good.
We were doing a sound check right there. Going to have somebody give us a like if they heard sound from us. Nope, that probably ain't. That's probably not how we get the likes. If they couldn't hear us, we'd probably get them, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should just mime these broadcasts. Oh, and here we go, Nation. Right from the cheap seats, Michael Macaulay. We see how that works. So we're under 0.2 of a second for the battle for the lead again. These guys are 49 laps on the tires. If I'm the 29, I'm going to make a left right here and bring it to pit road.
Yeah, I would.
Why not?
And in.
Yep. Beat him in by a lap and get a little bit of distance between you two.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to break it up a little bit, make him work the car a little harder. Because if he beats you in by a lap, you're going to be following him on the next run. But we know they're going to have to pit one more time after this, McCauley. So maybe this time for the driver of the 29. May's come in. Tommy Haynes is on pit road right now. So Bootlegger has been on pit road. He's back on the track, McCauley.
Yep. See if he can gain any ground here.
Meanwhile, back up front, they're going to catch the 62 car, but he's going to move high. Not going to be a factor. 27 car is not going away, Michael McCauley.
He's not. He's actually gaining again.
Maybe he should drop in a little bit earlier here. Well, I just
Tommy Haynes incident, he lost some ground, but now he's starting to gain it back.
I just noticed that this 27 car's got about 5 lap fresher tires than those guys in front of them.
That would do it.
Yep. And then Atkins Jr. right here in fourth going to bring it to pit road. So Michael Atkins Jr., another driver, going to take advantage of this right here. Tommy Haynes did it. Atkins is going to do it. He gave a like anyway, Booski said. We appreciate that, Booski.
Yes, we do. Rominger's in.
McCauley works hard for that. And yep, so we got our race leader in, and he beat him in by at least a lap here. We'll have to see when Gann brings it to pit road. Cogswell's catching him, though, McCauley.
He is. Maybe Cogswell will bring it in now, too.
So I think Gann's going to they'll both stay out another lap right here. You see that 41 in front of him is on fresh tires. And Rominger is back out on the racetrack right now. Man, that 30's getting everything he can out of 4. Cogswell about a half, 4/10 behind him. 30's on pit road.
Hands in. Yep. Ooh. Ooh, I thought he was going to lose it there.
He held on to it, but is he going to get it woed down, McCauley? Looks like he did.
That was close.
Them cones are so far in at Phoenix, it's odd. So there's the gentleman, Gary May, being scored in third right now. We'll have to see how this plays out, and did Rominger have problem on pit road? Rominger has no front end. Michael McCauley.
He doesn't.
Oh, and that's why. So watch this after the pit stop right here.
On the exit.
On the exit of the pits. So we're watching the 29 car. Left side tires are up right here. And there he goes. He's off the jacks on the gas and was going through the gears and just right into the inside wall.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. So he's going to get it pointed the right way, and unfortunately, he left his nose basically on pit road, McCauley.
Yeah.
You hate to see that. And that'll certainly affect the downforce of that car for turning. And we're just going to fast forward it all the way right here. And Cogswell is going to be the leader, but he has not made a pit stop yet.
Nope.
And this won't be his final pit stop either. It's the next to the last pit stop. So we're working lap 106 of 180 on chase race number 4 of 5 here at Phoenix tonight. With the Swift Motorsport Hyperdrive Cup Series. You got Vern and McCauley in the booth. And you got Nation somewhere in the chat, and that's bad.
Yep.
That's the
That's scary.
Whole Village Idiot crew. All of us, except for we're missing Coop. Coop would be the only one we're missing, McCauley.
Yeah.
So 27 car Cogswell.
He's in now.
On pit road. Race leader going to give up the lead, and after this is settled, it should hand the lead over to the 30 car, Justin Gann. That would be my guess on it, Macaulay.
Yep.
And Gann should probably have a pretty commanding lead over the third place car, Gary May. Might be Cogswell probably retained second if I had to guess.
Second or third, but he'll have a
coming
fresh
back
tire.
out on the track now, and it looks like he's gonna. No, actually, he's gonna fall to at least third. May moved up to second. May short pitted those guys. He's got 17 laps on those tires right now, Macaulay.
Yep.
It's still going to work out for him. He actually pitted in that math window I would have, 45, 45 kind of thing. But Gann is going to be the race leader by about 5.5 seconds right here in the 30 car. And Michael Atkins Jr., with the trouble that the 29 car had, is going to be able to move back into the top 5, Macaulay.
Yep.
Not really any cautions, to allow the 41 to get much work done to that car, Michael Macaulay.
No, I thought he took advantage in that last caution to get some damage fixed, but he didn't come in.
I think maybe he thought he would see some more.
Yeah.
But we know that that did not happen. And in fact, it just did not happen. So we got a championship coming up next week, Macaulay.
We do. What's it at, Homestead?
Homestead. We're going to crown a champion at Homestead, just like NASCAR should do now.
Yeah.
They used to do it, but they don't do it no more. They actually do it here now.
Yep, at Phoenix.
So I guess the online leagues get it right. Leave it where it's supposed to be. So there's Rominger back in 6th place right now, and it's really unfortunate. About ready to go a lap down, and he's going to pull down to the apron and let the leader go. No sense in holding him up.
No.
And the worst part about it is that 29 car was the leader when those pit stops started shaking out, and he was able to get down pit road early, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Which would have probably given him an even bigger lead when it was all said and done. So, what do they say? Crap happens, shit happens.
Yep.
And sometimes you step in a big pile of it. Right, Macaulay?
That happens time to time.
So 7.5 seconds behind the lead, Cogswell in the 27 car is going to get around Gary May's 10 car, and that's for the second spot. Cogswell has much, much fresher tires.
Yep.
He's got about 4 lap fresher tires in the race leader, so we'll see if Cogswell's able to cut into that lead, Eddie. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if he can make up 7 seconds with 4 lap better tires.
Nah, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a pretty tall mountain to climb, Macaulay.
It is.
It's hanging right now around the 7-second mark. I don't know. I wouldn't get hung up on it. We're going to do it through the field real quick. We got 8 cars left in it, so we'll start with your race leader, Justin Gann. He's led 10 laps now. We know that the then leader, the 29 car, had problems exiting pit road. And that was going to hand the lead over right here to the 30 car. So Gann's got it out front. Keep in mind, though, Justin Gann has won 2 of the first 3 completed chase races. So Gann is working on his 3rd win out of 4 races here in the chase, Michael Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. Domination.
So let's go back to P2 right now. We're going to find that 27 car about 6.7 seconds behind the race leader. That's the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Cogswell led 12 laps on that pit exchange, and the 29 is going to pull over and let him go. But I'll tell you what, Cogswell, he's really the one that has come up and surprised me, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, he's had a strong race.
had a really strong race. We seen him when, four of those guys up there battling for the lead. The 27 car was right there with them. So Cogswell able to run with those guys earlier. And it's going to be interesting to see if he can take a little fresher tires and do something with the leader later on, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
All right, McCauley, who do we got in third?
Third, you got Gary May, the gentleman, having a solid race, keeping his car clean, doing what he needs to do to get a podium finish here.
All right, who's back in fourth, McCauley?
Fourth, you got Tommy Haynes. We saw him up there in the lead for a little bit. Saw him battling and kind of got a little loose or made some contact and got some damage. So hanging there in fourth, hoping probably for a caution to get some of that damage fixed.
All right, we'll go back to fifth. We got the Fire and Ice car right here. Melon Movement. Got it back in the top 5. That's going to be the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. And he's just hanging out back here, McCauley. He don't really have a position close to him. He's a few seconds, 2.2 seconds behind Tommy Haynes for fourth. So
yep.
If he wants that fourth spot, that driver, the 41's got a little bit of work to do. He sees him up there, but he's going to have to work for it, McCauley.
He is.
And then back in sixth position, who's this driver, McCauley?
Mike Rominger. We saw him leading the vast majority of the race and had a little problem off of pit road the last pit cycle and lost his front end, and now he's a lap down.
He forgot his front end on pit road, McCauley.
He did. Our nation just came up, ripped it off, and put it on eBay.
All right, so who do we got behind him in seventh right here?
Seventh, you got Nick Hunt in a 00. Probably not the race he was wishing for, but still top 7, so hanging in there.
Yeah, he's got it up seventh, and all these guys are going to move on into the final round at Homestead next week, so all the cars left out on the track will.
Yep.
So rounded out, the current drivers in the field is going to be the 62 car of Stephen Ayers Jr. Ayers, another driver that's going to be moving to the final round of 8 at Homestead next week, so just basically you had to come in and hang on to it, didn't you, McCauley?
Yep.
So the other 2 drivers were the 11 of Casey Duncan and the 5 of Chad Osborne. They're both out of the race currently. And that's going to do it for your through the field there on lap 123 or 120 whenever we started it.
Yep. I'm going to take a quick pit stop.
Cogswell's knocked a few seconds off that lead. He's knocked a little over a second, actually. So Jonathan Cogswell is making up some time with those little bit fresher tires. I wondered how that was going to work. We still got a little ways to go right here. We're on lap 124 of 180 at Phoenix here tonight. About 55 laps to go, 56. So that 27 car's got to stay smooth right here. Keep trying to make that time at the top disappear. He works on that lap after lap. And we might see a battle towards the end. We're going to go a little bit behind him, though, and find this 10 car right here, Gary May. The gentleman doing an awesome job right here, putting it up on the podium at Phoenix. Chase race number 4 or 5 here. And it'd be good to get Gary May back up here in the broadcast booth for a post-race interview. So let's hope that 10 car able to hang on to it right here. Keep that Mountain Dew machine in the top 3. Maybe we'll get a post-race interview with him afterwards. He's got a little bit longer on this run than most of those guys, but they are getting right up close to that window where they could make it on a 50-lap run. So we're going to have to see who takes advantage of that. I'm pretty sure you'll see the 10 car, Gary may be one of them that comes in, though. When's that window going to open up? Lap 135. No, I just read that, Grumpy. I've been looking at the chat, but you're right. That 41 car is not going to give up. He's got it in the top 5, and he's got the 17 closer to his sights. So probably won't be long, and we're going to be seeing a battle for the 4th position right here. 41, Michael Atkins Jr. He took a 2-second advantage and turned it into 0.5 of a second, so he's within a half a second of 4th place. I think he might have been listening to the broadcast and I lit a fire under his butt, Grumpy. That may have been what happened. This will be a battle for 4th. The 17 of Tommy Haynes has it. 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. wants it. Let's see how that's going to work out right here. 0.3 separate these two drivers, 4th and 5th. Both of these drivers have had a little bit of bad luck in the race, got a little damage on their cars. You can tell it on the right side. I can't really see the number on either one of those cars on that right side. So they scraped the numbers off of Macaulay, and we got a battle for 4th.
Yes, we do.
Atkins is there. The bootlegger's got it, and the melon wants it. We got the bootlegger and the melon battling, Macaulay.
Could be a good combo.
It should mix them together. What would we have? A melon bootlegger.
You would.
And then you put a little bush apple in there, Macaulay.
And then you're messed up.
And then you ruined it. I'll tell you what, I'm looking behind these guys, and I'm pretty sure that's the leader I see.
Yeah.
And he has no choice to stay on the gas because his lead's been shrinking, Macaulay.
Cogswell's been gaining.
He's been cutting into it, ain't he?
He has.
And I think the 41 sees the leader back there, and he's going after the 17 right here. And he's going to stretch her all the way down. Is he going to clear him? No, not able to complete a slide job right here, Michael Macaulay.
Nope.
And Gann is right there. Gann caught him. Gann caught him there. Side contact. 17, inside wall. Melon booter. So Atkins survived the contact. A little more damage. Well, Atkins got a little more damage from it.
Oh, what happened to Gary May?
I don't know. Gary May brought her in hot, but he kept her out of the wall, Michael Macaulay.
He did. He sent her and he saved her.
Gary May come off of pit road and he sent it hot. What happened to him?
I want to watch that again.
We are going to watch it. Got it replayed right here on the broadcast for you. Oh, man, she stepped out on him, and then he... What a save. There's your save of the race right there. That's your butt kicker save of the race, Michael Macaulay.
That is. That's a 10 out of 10 there.
The gentleman saved it. He's working on the back right here of the 41 car. And he's on fresh tires now. He pitted 3 laps ago, Macaulay, so he's got him some fresh ones under the hood of that, or under the track side of that car. I hope
they might not be fresh anymore. They might not be fresh after that slide.
That's breaking them in, man. That's how you get some.
Oh, yeah.
You got to slide it like that to get the heat in them, Macaulay.
They're warmed up now.
Yep, they work better that way. So, meanwhile, back up front by 4.5 seconds. It's pretty much stabilized there for the most part. And 33 laps in, we're at 136, so 44 laps to go, Macaulay. I mean, he's got, I'll tell you what, if I'm Cogswell, I'm on pit road.
You gain this much,
you might
get
as
fresh
well.
tires,
Yep,
gain
might as
some
well
more.
Get you four more seconds. If Gann beats you to pit road, it negates it.
Yep.
So the bootlegger up in 3rd now. Good catch, Macaulay.
Thanks. I'm learning.
And that was because May pitted, but that's going to morph. It's going to morph Tommy Haynes up to the 3rd spot. And it looks like the 41, man, he really gathered it back together, McCauley.
He's gaining against Tommy Haynes again.
He's pulling back up on Haynes some more, inching up every lap here. When do you come to pit road? I'm there already, McCauley.
I would have been
I've already
off pit
been
road
there.
by now.
I've been off
Yep.
pit road for 5 or 6 laps now. And I'm looking back there, and I see Cogswell right behind these guys.
Atkins.
And Atkins is going to bring it down. He heard me. He's like, you know what? I think Vern's right. Time to pit.
Yep. Vern's got a good point.
Might as well just pick up a little bit of time on these guys, and we're used to the bots now. You seen McCauley was right on it. I didn't even see the guy post, and I seen McCauley delete his message. So McCauley is on it. See you later,
Yep.
Uma Diaper Boy, whatever it is. What's his name?
Oh,
Maybe he's a race fan, McCauley.
he may be.
I doubt it. So Gann still out, 38 laps into the run. We got 39 laps to go, basically. And he's holding on to a 4.3 second lead over Jonathan Cogswell. And Cogswell's moving up now to try to go around the 17 car, Tommy Haynes. And how long, if you're Tommy Haynes, do you keep it out?
You come in
27's
now.
on pit road, and he beat the 30 in.
Smart move.
So good move. He got it low down right here. Cogswell will be making his final pit stop. 38 laps to go, roughly. I don't know. I can't count. So
Oh, who was that in the wall behind?
we got pit road stop right there for the 00, and somebody's in the wall, man said. And guy tried to find it and couldn't, but the 27's on pit road, and he's going to get stopped in just the right amount of space. The right sides are up, McCauley.
Yep.
I can't see the crew. They're invisible, but I think they're doing a pretty fantastic job there, Michael McCauley.
Going to be a pretty smooth pit stop, it looks like.
Yeah, it does look like a smooth stop. He's going to get it back out on the pit road and head towards the pit road cone there exit, and he's there. And hey, look at that. He didn't spin her around. He's going to hold on to it, bring her back up to speed right here.
Gann's in now.
That kind of forced Gann's hand.
Oh, it did. 100%.
Every lap that he stayed out, the 27 could make up on him was going to hurt. So Gann didn't wait but a lap or two, and he's going to bring her down on pit road right here. This is your race leader coming in. They got the right sides up on his car. Looked like they might have been a little slow on their right rear, McCauley.
May have. They're
Slightly.
invisible, but yeah.
Yeah, they're invisible, but I think he's a little slow on one of them lug nuts there. I don't know what Nation's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
What's he counting?
That's the alien count.
The alien count? Nation and the aliens. I could see a movie coming about this, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be #1 in the box office.
And Macaulay said it's going to... Are they going to star Nation or just use a better-looking guy?
Better looking guy.
Gotcha. All right, so
They'll
race...
just use Nation as a stunt double so the good looking guy doesn't get injured.
Justin Gann's going to be your race leader. Haynes is going to bring it to pit road now. He's going to pit from the 3rd spot. So there's Gann in the 30 car, and I don't know how that happened. It was 4 seconds, and
Now it's 7.
now it's 7, 6.
6.
I don't know, Macaulay. I can't math on it.
I can't either.
My counting.exe has stopped. The aliens have stopped my counting.exe. Thanks a lot, Nation. That's what you caused.
Hope you're happy.
See how it works, Macaulay? Broke the counting.exe. Of all the things to break, that's the most important one, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, what was he thinking?
What will we do without the counting.exe?
Oh.
Counting, execute. Oh, goodness. Nation and Aliens. Coming to a box office near you. A theater near you, actually.
Yeah.
You can see it in 3D from what I heard, Macaulay.
Maybe in 40.
4D. Wow.
You're going to get the smell and tasting with it, too.
Maybe 8K with virtual reality. We'll see. So there's the 27 car in second. He's got about 9 seconds to make up. He's got some work to do, Macaulay.
Oh, definitely.
He's got how many laps? About 31 to do it?
Yep.
You see, Rominger, I'll tell you what, Mike Rominger. The problems he had exiting pit road, he's staying with it. Michael Macauley's in fourth right now, but he's going to have to stop again. So that's likely going to cost him a spot or 2 or 4. But most people knock the front end off like that after leading, been frustrated, and done what?
Oh, they would have quit. I would have quit.
Just walked away, wouldn't they, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah. 100%. I would have parked her.
Look at Nation patting himself on the back. And you notice how he's going to say she says. If she really said it, she would be in here saying it, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you have to say it that way, then we know how that works, Nation. Here comes the aliens. Look for the big spaceship. All right, so 29 cars going to bring it to pit road. 30 laps to go. This should be the final stop for that driver, Mike Rominger. And, man, 45 laps led for that 29 car. Started on the pole.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see how the race went for him after that, though.
So I found the 00 car, Nick Hunt. And I'll tell you, his connections look pretty solid here too, Macaulay, that 00.
Yeah, I think you and him worked on his connection a little bit last week.
We did. And I don't know if he's got a new internet or what, but the connection looks solid, Michael Macaulay.
It does.
What's
the ping's solid? The ping's 100.
Look at that.
Quality's 99.
So 00 car's got the internet tuned up just in time to end the season here, Michael Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. No better time.
Maybe you can take an internet boost to a championship. Because he's going to be one of the drivers that has a shot at it next week at Homestead.
He will.
For the finale. But we're not going to get there, Macaulay, for another 27 laps, buddy.
Yep, we got to finish this one first.
We got to finish it. Anything could happen in 27 laps. Heck, it could still be almost any of their races.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Little tune-up on this fender, little spin out on that one, little contact with this wall. Who knows, Michael Macaulay? Who knows? So 27 to go. 6.7 seconds, so it looks like the lead is increasing.
Yeah, he's slowly starting to pull away.
Gann does have a couple lap fresher tires, so Gann must have had a well of a pit stop, Michael Macaulay.
He had to have pulled that kind of 3-4 seconds over Cogswell.
Rominger pretty impressive for no front end.
We saw Tommy Haynes do that last week, though, missing half of his car.
Yeah, sometimes you can do it, and sometimes you can't, Macaulay.
Yeah, short track's not all about aerodynamics, though, so that's might be helping Rominger out here.
We might get Gary May, the gentleman, in the broadcast booth tonight, Michael Macaulay.
We might.
He's got her up in the top 3 in the Mountain Dew machine right here. Still on the lead lap. So Gary May's got to hold on for 24 more laps, Michael Macaulay. And looking back and forth, he never gave up on the battle. He got able to sneak around the 17, but the 17's chasing him back down, Macaulay.
He has maybe another battle here soon.
I think we are going to see another battle for fourth. These two drivers are not about to let that rest, Michael Macaulay.
Oh, here goes Haynes making a move.
Working on the bottom right now.
Cleared him.
Just like that. He does have 7-lap fresher tires.
That'll help.
So that's going to move Tommy Haynes to the 4th position. It's going to throw Atkins back there to 5th. So Atkins is still in the top 5. And he's got a couple laps over Rominger's 29 in the 00 car there, Nick Hunt. So I think he's safe for now to stay in the top 5, McCullough.
Yeah.
And that's using the counting.exe app. So we hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight and all the race and action at the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. If you are, be sure to put a like in the, I think it says like, don't it, Macaulay?
It does.
Yeah, put a comment in the chat. If you got something you want to comment about or a driver you want to cheer on, give them a shout out. Put it in there. We don't care. In fact, we'll probably give the driver a shout out for you. Right, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah.
If you like it, think someone else could learn from the broadcast, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe benefit from it or enjoys racing action. Send it to them. Share it. That's how the shares work. 10 car, Gary May, top 3. Mount Dew for the win tonight. But it looks like May just go down a lap here, Macaulay.
Did he?
He's getting close. The leader's coming up on him now. Done many races ago. We know it, Grumpy. We appreciate everything you guys have done, for sure.
100%.
110%. Yeah, Gann's working. He's not on his bumper yet, Macaulay, but he's not far from it.
He'll be there in a half a lap here.
So Justin Gann pulling up now on the back of the 10 car. Gary the Gentleman May. The Gentleman Gary May. Sounds better. Gann might take him on the outside, Macaulay.
He's trying to.
This is 3rd place. And this battle's 8 seconds in front of 2nd place, which is about a half a lap, Michael Macaulay.
Yep. He cleared him there.
He cleared him on the outside. That's going to put May a lap down. So Gary May in the 10 car, 3rd spot, lap down. Now the question is, what's the difference between... I think Tommy Haynes is about 16 seconds behind Gary May even.
He's got a little work to do. Yeah, he's got a little work to do here. If he wants to get up into the podium.
If he wants to get on that podium, that 17 is, he's going to have to take fresher tires and find a little bit taller gear, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it'll work. And then Michael Atkins Jr., same thing. He's hanging out about 2.5 seconds behind Tommy Haynes there, which is going to put him about 18 seconds behind Gary May. "15 laps to go." I reckon those guys could use a caution, Michael McCullough.
They would all love to see a caution except one.
Yep. The one with the 8-second lead.
Yep.
So Phoenix is one of those tracks, man, that can just it can bite you right in the rear end, Michael McCullough.
Oh, it can. It's very easy. We've seen it.
Right in the rear end. We get bit in the rear end. Oh, I see. Do I see smoke out of the 41? I do.
You do, unfortunately.
The question is, did he blow up? Oh, it's
Yep.
puffing. He's blowing up. 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. headed the pit road. No, he's not. He's keeping it out there. 13 to go. Hang on, man. Hang on. That's what I'm telling that motor, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
You see it puffing smoke, though. I thought at first maybe it was a tire or something. Nope, he's coming in. Man, that's unfortunate right there. Very unfortunate. You see the smoke, though, behind that Toyota Camry of Michael Atkins Jr. Melon movement on pit road. You hate to see it. Think he's coasting it, though. Maybe he'll get her cooled down, Macaulay.
Maybe he can get back out there.
That's still smoking, man. It's smoking and broken, Macaulay, and I ain't joking. So he's going to pull into his pit stall right here, and you see smoke coming out from under the hood. And I don't know. Think we got a bit of a barbecue going on.
Nope, he disconnected.
9 seconds, though, ahead of second place. 10 seconds now. Macaulay, he just keeps building on it. Justin Gann in the 30 car turned the second half of the race into a domination period. 29 car had trouble, handed the lead over. 17 car had trouble after he had led. 27 car winds up somehow behind. And we're here. 10-second lead, 9 laps to go. This driver has won the first 2 chase races. Michael Macaulay.
Yes.
And 3 out of 4 has been chase domination. And he's about 8 laps from making that a reality. And we'll have exactly 1 more week where they try to knock that 30 car off and win the championship, Michael Macaulay.
At Homestead, and we know Gann's strong at Homestead.
At Homestead, that's right. So Grumpy's out for the night. Thanks for hanging out with us, Grumpy.
Appreciate it.
Tell Michael Atkins Jr. we're sorry about his luck tonight. What do they say? Sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So tell them to get to the practicing early while these guys are finishing up here. Go ahead and start hitting Homestead. I see you guys bring them all in here strong next week for the driver of that 41 car because he's going for a championship. Any other fans out there for the 30 or the 27, the 10, the 17, the 29, the 00, 62, 11, 5? They're going for championships, Michael Macaulay. Got to be there for them.
Yep, gotta support them.
So get the fans that come in strong next week. Let's see a lot of viewers. Last race of the season. And we got 6 to go, Macaulay. 5 to go now. 11.6 seconds is the lead over this driver. And the gentleman, Gary May, right here doing what he has to keep that top 3 in sight, Michael Macaulay.
Ooh, someone just got into the wall.
Yep, we don't like walls.
Nope, that's Nick Hunting. He may be smoking.
Well, we'll take a look at the 00 car right here to see if that's a fact. I don't see any smoke out of it.
Nope, maybe it was just tire smoke I was seeing.
A little bit of tire smoke after the contact with the wall there. Nick's got it in the 6th spot, and that's just by virtue of staying on the track and not disconnected.
Yep.
So it's worked out for a few points and going 11 seconds up front again. Actually, we can take a look at the bootlegger here, Tommy Haynes, in the Busch car, because that's what it is. Effectively, Macaulay, it's a Busch car.
Yep.
So Tommy Haynes is 4th position, and I just don't think he's got the speed nor the time to catch a top 3 here tonight, Michael Macaulay.
Nah, he needs a caution.
It's unfortunate, but we're going to be coming up to 2 to go shortly, so we're going to go back to the race leader for that. Right now, there's your race leader, Justin Gann, driver of the number 30 car. He's got about a 12-second cushion with 2 laps to go at Phoenix Raceway here tonight. Or whatever they call it, International Raceway Park or something, I don't know. I think they changed the name back to Phoenix, Macaulay.
I believe you're right on that one.
So white flags out one more time for this driver of the 30, Justin Gann. Going to get it woed down for 1 and 2, bring it down the back straightaway, which is actually straight here, Macaulay.
It is.
Then you go into 3 and 4, a dog leg at the start-finish line, right?
Yep.
Well, there's the start-finish line right out of turn 4 in the 3rd win of the chase. Goes to the driver of the 30 car right there, Justin Gann. Cogswell's going to bring it across the line right now in 2nd, and that's going to put the gentleman right here, Mountain Dew Machine, Gary May, in the top 3. So that's the top 3. We're going to wait for him to get to the waiting room. I'm sure that 30 car is going to burn him down. And we got post-race interviews, and then I'm cruising it to bed, Macaulay.
Oh, I'm not far behind. It's been a long week.
It has. I'll tell you, I got up this morning, I'm like, man, it's Thursday already? What in the heck happened?
Yeah.
Gann is burning it down, though.
He is. He's had a little bit of practice on that the past couple weeks.
Yes, he has. He's been warming up for 2 weeks for this one. And he's got to practice up for next week, too. Because I'll guarantee you that 30 car is going to be driving hard to try to win the championship next week.
Do you practice your burnout just in case?
Well, I think you got to. I mean, he's won 3 out of the 4 chase races here, Michael Macaulay.
He's got the practice down.
I think he's driving the car to tech.
Post-race inspection. Here we go.
Yeah, no, he's putting it up there on the victory lane.
Did not know you could do that here.
Yep, so it's a picture moment. I mean, just do burnouts on the victory lane pad now. Come on.
Yep.
So we're waiting for the waiting room. And Gann's going to shut the car off, so he'll be getting to us pretty shortly here. And there he is. Let's move him up here, Macaulay. Justin Gann, you got Vern, Bradley, and Michael Macaulay in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, I got you.
Awesome, awesome. 3 out of 4 races. Justin.
Yeah. Yeah, man, what a race. I had some luck go my way tonight, so.
Yeah, it looked like you had a couple of pretty solid competitors for most of the race that ran into some issues there at the end, Justin. Tell me how you avoided that.
Yeah, I mean, the first few laps on fresh tires were definitely very tricky, so honestly, man, I just ran a slow pace. I felt sometimes the turtle wins a race, kind of deal. It's kind of what I was working towards. I could see my lap times were looking a lot better there at the end of every run, so I was just hoping I was going to have enough there on the last run to get by Mike, and he made his mistake, Tommy made his mistake, and just kind of handed it to me. So definitely no complaints. A clean race, I think, is really what did it. I did have a little contact with Michael there at the beginning, so hopefully no hard feelings there, but I think that was just hard racing.
Yeah, we know that hard racing leads to that. That's one of the things, but you had to be solid, not just on the racetrack, but on pit road entry, so it had to be a nerve-wracking race for you, Justin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially with the new setups on these cars, the way they handle, they're really loose. So getting on pit road, getting down to speed is really tough. And then just trying to keep a clean race and hit your marks all night. It was a really long race, so it was definitely tough to do. So yeah, like I said, really excited. Happy I can put it in the winner's circle tonight. Got up on victory lane here at Phoenix. So
I
that's
don't
really
know
cool.
how you found that.
I was kind of guessing,
Oh,
and
Macaulay,
I
they're
think I
back.
went in the exit.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where's he going? Where's he going? And he went to Victory. You found Victory Lane, man. I'm pretty impressed by that. That is pretty impressive, to say the least.
That's the best part all race right there.
But we're on that car now in Victory Lane, and 3 out of 4 races. I know Homestead is a good track for you, Justin. I know it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I've always had good luck there. Um, haven't ran there in this car, so we'll see how that goes. Um, and I mean, really hope for the best. Like I think I say each week, this car is so new to everybody. It's anybody's race, and as you guys know, there's a lot of fast guys here. So um, I think keeping it clean, no mistakes, is gonna win big there. So um, little bit of damage on these cars, especially at Homestead, is gonna hurt big time.
Exactly, because it's a mile and a half, so the aerodynamics are going to probably matter a bit more than they would at a short track or even so much Phoenix. But have you had a chance to even test or play with the car there any yet to see how it's going to be?
No, I haven't had a chance to get out there, but I'll end up getting out there this weekend probably. I expect it's going to be loose coming into the turns. It'll tighten up throughout the race, I'm sure, and tire wear is going to be a big part at Homestead because it has been in past races with every car I've driven. So I don't expect this to be any different.
Well, I told everybody to get the fans ready next week, all their fans that they're going to bring in and family and stuff like that, and cheer you guys on because at the end of Homestead, one of you guys is going to be a champion.
That's going to be it. Yep. Looking forward to find out who it's going to be.
So we wish you luck there, buddy, and congratulations on your win here, your 3rd win on the season and 3rd win in the last 4 races, 3rd chase win, Justin.
Yeah, man.
You
Can't
got to
beat
like the
that.
sound of that. All
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it.
right, do
I
you
will
have
take it.
you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in here, buddy?
Oh yeah, give a shout out to Ayers Eye Racing Paints for sponsoring the car. 4X for the support throughout the race. Admins up in the booth, and everybody behind the scenes over here at Swift Motorsports that put this whole season on. Definitely got to thank them. Hyperdrive Racing. And I want to thank you guys over there at WFO for putting the broadcast on for us.
We appreciate the heck out of it, Justin. Thank you guys for having us over here. And with that, I'm going to wish you the best of luck next week at Homestead going for the championship, buddy.
All right, I appreciate it.
Well, every time I try to move them, like Houdini. All right, so we got our 2nd place driver coming in now. You ready, Macaulay?
Yep, I'm ready. Hey, Jonathan Cox, we got Vernon Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. It's a pretty solid race for you tonight. It seemed like at one point you're the fastest guy on the track.
It's good to be back. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Oh, we knew you'd be back, and we got Nation to chat, so
Wow.
it's a perfect combo right now.
It's going to
So,
be a great race next week as long as this are kidnapped.
yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on Homestead?
I love Homestead. Every league I've been in has always had Homestead at the schedule at the end, so I'm kind of familiar with it.
Yeah, no, it should be a good race. So, before we move to Homestead, I mean, walk us through your race. Like I said, seemed like middle section race, you're the fastest guy on the track. What'd you find out there?
Well, I kind of took a set of tires early that would have killed me at the end of the race, but it helped me stay up front with the leaders. And then I when I pitted next, I was going to see if I could close on Justin or not. And then I got into the wall and got my only incidents. And then I said, I'll take 2nd place and just relaxed.
And no good solid P2 heading into next week. I mean, that's a good way to head into next week for 2nd place, and it's good momentum moving forward.
I don't think I've ever lapped this many people before. It's kind of cool. Other than Justin, me and Justin lapped everybody. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I think you, after Rominger kind of wrecked out, I think you and Gan were kind of the show of the field tonight. So, no,
It was a
definitely.
handful.
Was it? I mean, was it a loose car most of the race, or did it tighten up towards the end of the run?
It was real loose the first 2 laps, but it tightened up over run, but it snapped on you if you overdid your acceleration.
Yeah, we saw that with a couple people that had snapped. One of them, we saw Rominger coming off pit road. It just snapped sideways on him. He got into the wall. But we saw that with a number of drivers that just kind of snapped on them. And then, how was the transition? We saw a lot of you guys doing the dog leg down there. I mean, how did that unsettle the car? Was that making it uneasy when you got on off the dog leg, or not too bad?
It wasn't too bad. It was a pretty big hit, though.
Yeah. The other cars, I know I've been past, if I remember, it kind of unsettled them when you hit that bump coming back onto the track. So, anybody think we got you in the booth here?
Well, I'd like to thank Andrew Rattel. He's helped me make money racing. That's never happened before either. That's new for me.
No, that's always great, making money while you race.
And he painted my car for me, and I'll be having a new car next season.
That's great to hear. Like I said, best of luck next week going to Homestead. I mean, hopefully talk to you again next week, and like I said, good luck.
I'm just happy Nation didn't have the alien still in your tires on pit road there, Jonathan. Because he was bringing some kind of counting.exe after us, wasn't he, Macaulay?
He was. I have no clue what he was talking about, but yeah.
I could have sworn my car was anti-gravity through them turns sometimes.
That's probably what it was.
That's some anti-gravity help.
He's definitely recruited him back to Earth again. We know that for a fact.
Earth is a great place to be.
Yep. So hopefully they don't affect you next week, because you are one of the 8 drivers competing for a championship, Jonathan. So how is Homestead for you?
I like Homestead. I like it a lot.
We'll put that car in victory lane, get you a win, possibly a championship there, Jonathan, and we'll get Nation in the booth to interview you.
Okay, I got a chance. That's all I can ask for.
There you go. Go get it, man. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
So I'm telling you, aliens, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Nation and aliens. Yeah, I had to give Hal congratulations, because we know how that went last night there, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, no, it was exciting for Hal last night.
We do have one more interview to do, and I'll tell you, you couldn't ask for a better guy on the podium right here.
Nope.
Gary May, you're in the broadcast booth with Vern and Michael. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I sure do.
I'll tell you what, man, the gentleman put it in the top 3 on the podium tonight, and that looked like it took a lot of patience and attrition from you, Gary May. So tell us about your race.
It was pretty crazy. I'm gonna have to definitely have to take a shower, because I am sitting here soaking wet. It was it was fun. It was a lot of work, but it was terrifying at times. But it was a fun race.
Well, that's how you know that a guy put everything in it. when you get done racing and you're like, man, I got to go take a shower. We know that you were giving it everything you had right there, Gary.
I was definitely trying to race a little bit more this race. I wanted to stay up there. I felt like I had a good car and was trying to race these guys, but it was a few times I made my tires real angry and had to back off and let them cool down a little bit. But it just came to me. It clicked, and come away with third. And long time no see, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to have you back at the booth tonight. But how do you like the car now? I mean, I know that they did some changes on that car, and especially the setup. So how do you like that?
I liked the car when it first came out because honestly, it was just yes, I like the fact that it was easier to drive, but the new setup, you definitely got to will it. You've got to be able to drive the car. I love it. So far. Last week was kind of tough, but this week it was tough, but it was drivable. So I like it a lot. I mean, everybody's got to race with the same stuff. So to me, it don't really matter. But I like it's definitely a car that I like.
Well, having you in the booth, I do want to congratulate you on making the top 16 for the chase this season. But I also want to congratulate you again for making the top 8 and racing for a championship next week, Gary.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, these guys are great drivers. But you never know. There's some that are better than others, and I'm probably down at the lower end of that spectrum. But you never know what's gonna happen, and you never know how you're gonna feel that day and how the car feels, and we'll see. We'll go to Homestead and see what happens.
Well, you put it in the top 3 on the podium here at Phoenix, and you pick up a couple more spots, and we're going to be calling you a champion next week, Gary.
Well, let's hope so. I'm sure it's a long shot, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to give it everything I got. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's my home track, so who knows?
We've seen speed out of the car in qualifying tonight, and we've definitely seen bursts of speeds this season. You've had some decent runs, even though you're not in the broadcast booth every week. It doesn't mean you're not having good runs, because you are. And
well, I'm learning every week. These guys are great to learn from. I mean, all you got to do is sit in their car for a few laps and see what they're doing. And there are some really class act drivers in this league, and they're fun to watch, and they're fun to race around.
that's awesome, Gary. We're going to wish you the best of luck next week. But do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here?
Oh, sure. Of course, I got to thank my wife and for allowing me to spend the time to do this. But I want to thank you guys at WFO, who do a great job putting on the broadcast. Of course, all the admin, especially Don and Andy, who are here, just about every night, and all the other admin, and then the owner, who does a fabulous job. Justin does a great job with the league, keeping it clean, keeping it full of a bunch of good guys. I just hope we can get some more guys, in the upper series to make it a little bit better race for you guys to broadcast.
Yeah, that's that. We thank you, Gary, and I know that everybody in the league does. You're a phenomenal guy for Macaulay and I to get in the booth. Wouldn't you agree, Macaulay?
Yeah, but before he gets out of the booth, I just want to give you a shout out too for, gotta say you had the save of the race there.
Yeah, I definitely
forgot about that.
One of those times I definitely made the tires angry, and I was sideways, and could have hit the wall, and I didn't. Luckily, I didn't. And also, don't let me forget, as far as when we're thanking people, thanking Hyperdrive, who sponsors the series, and Butt Kicker, which I do have a butt kicker on my rig. So, but no, it's a it was definitely a handful at that moment, and that's one of the times I didn't know if I was gonna make it out of it or not, but I did, and here I am.
Well, there you go, man. Good luck to you next week in Homestead. Get some practice in, Gary May, and go get them, buddy. Go get you a championship.
All right, it sounds good. You guys have a good night.
You too.
You too.
So that's the gentleman, Gary May, in the top 3 right there, Macaulay. And I think we got our top 3 interviews done for Chase Race number 4, didn't we?
Yep.
Good job, man. Pull a little bit of lateness here.
little overtime.
I think we'll be fine, though. We do appreciate everyone who tuned into tonight's broadcast. I got the final thing for the 8 drivers. And you know what? Heck with it. I'm going to try to pull it up, Macaulay.
Go for it.
And move it over right here. So there it is. If you're watching tonight's broadcast and you're still tuned in, the far right is going to have your final 8 drivers starting with the 41. He's got a lot of fans. It's a melon movement, Michael McCauley, 41 of Michael
It is.
Atkins Jr. What can you say, though? Stephen Ayers right there in the 62, McCauley.
Yep, he's in it. Got a shot.
Second place tonight, runner-up driver Jonathan Cogswell in the 27 car. The guy who's won 3 out of 4 of the chase races, and the winner tonight at Phoenix, Justin Gann, in the 30. Then you got the bootlegger, led quite a few laps here tonight, McCauley. Tommy Haynes in the 17, and then who do we got after that?
See, you got Nick Hunt in the 00. He's in it yet. Got a shot. And then you got the gentleman, Gary May. He was in the booth here just not too long ago. And let's see, the final one would be Mike Rominger. He's definitely dominant too today. Lost his front end. Nation kind of stole it, but he made it to the final round as well.
Nation stole it, huh?
Yep.
Well, I bet you could find that thing on eBay if anybody wants to pick up a slightly used front end there.
Yep, 100%.
Man, we hated to see that for Rominger. Had the lead up there, and then it kind of all went south on the guy, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
So we're going to get that saved so we can put it into the put it into my bracket thing on OBS so we can pull it up at the beginning and show you who those eight drivers are going for a championship. And man, 180 laps in Phoenix. Them drivers and us did some work tonight.
Yep, it's in the books now.
It is in the books, and we're going to be headed to Homestead next week for the championship, the season finale. In the championship. And at the end of Homestead, we're not just going to be interviewing a race winner, but we're probably going to be interviewing a champion.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And with that said, Michael McCauley, thank you for joining me in the booth tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
And we want to thank everybody who tuned into the broadcast. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, share the broadcast. Next week is going to be the championship. And that's it. Have a great, safe weekend.
Yep, good night.